Are you excited?
Yes!
I know!
Buongiorno! I'm Sarah.
And I'm Luke.
And we're half Italian. Our family comes half from the north of Italy
And half from the south.
We also happen to be born on each other's half birthday. This is our journey of exploring our heritage
And our journey towards dual citizenship.
Are you opening Duolingo?
Because I don't remember my days. I gotta see what.
Your daily streak?
Yeah. So we're talking about how Luke and I.
507
where
days.
did I find, 691 days.
Dang.
691 days ago is about 2 years. Is when I told you that I wanted to get my dual citizenship in Italy.
Yeah.
And you said,
I want to do that. And we were literally right here
Yeah.
in this same spot 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to several people that have tried this process of dual citizenship and how long it takes to just even get your documents. And people are hiring attorneys just to even find the documents. The cool thing is that Sarah's already done so much of the work and we have literally all of our documents, so we're like ready to go. But the frustrating thing is the consulate websites. They don't work. You can never book an appointment. They time out. So we've basically been trying to get an appointment for the last year, and it's just impossible to do that. It's very, very frustrating.
even sending emails asking questions about, is there a way that we can
Yeah.
get these appointments? And they say, well, it opens at 5 o'clock every day. New appointments are available. So we've been waiting exactly for that time, and we time it exactly and click just to try to get it. And even with that,
And even if we were to get an appointment, the appointment wouldn't even be for 2 years from now. Like
3
that.
years.
Yeah, it's just, it's kind of a nightmare.
This was the one that took a long time to get. The certificate of non-existence. This shows that our great-grandfather never naturalized. So this is like,
Like the key
a
document.
key document. And trying to prove that our great-grandfather had never naturalized, there was a few steps. We needed this cone certification, the certificate of non-existence record. But before I did that, we also had read that you could maybe get a record from the National Archives showing whether or not your ancestor had ever become a citizen or not. And when I researched that, they sent me this with the seal, which comes from the National Archives. It has all of these documents. This was basically in some handwriting. I don't know if it was his handwriting or the clerk's handwriting, but explaining all the family names, which confirmed so many things in our family tree, which was really cool. It showed where he had worked, which was neat. And then I was not expecting this. I got emotional when I opened it up, but there's a photo. This is one of his ID photographs of our great-grandfather when he was young, and we didn't have any photos of him when he was young. He was in his 40s here, so that's pretty special.
This is Luke.
Hi, Luke. It's Sarah calling from Smart Italy.
Hi.
So we want to apply in court. We have to petition it to say the reason we're not going to the consulate in the U.S. is because we can't.
Yeah.
There's no
Right.
appointment. I always wonder why people sometimes, not you, but why some people hesitate, because it's like we call it a lottery ticket here, because it's not
Totally.
just Italy that you have the right to.
Yeah.
It's the entire European Union. And especially with your children, I think, I always remind people that that means that they can go to school anywhere in the European Union. And some of these countries have free education for residents, and they can move there, and they're extremely good. They're really, really advanced. So it opens up. So if your kids are American and Italian, there really is European. So that means, the world is open.
Right.
You too. Ciao.
Ciao.
We're super excited after that call with New Life in Italy, which is a company that helps people get dual citizenship. And there's this blog post that I read, and it's called the No Appointment. And basically what that means is we can submit all of our documents, which we already have right here, and they will go to court for us. And because the Italian consulate websites do not work here in the United States and we can't get an appointment, because we have the right to that, they'll go to court for us for a fee, which is honestly not that bad. So we're like super excited just coming off of that call.
A lot of people ask, how do you know if you qualify for dual citizenship? And I think that that's the first place to start, because we have our Italian ancestor, our great-grandfather never naturalized. He died as an Italian citizen. And when they came here, their children were automatically Italian citizens and American citizens. Because of that direct line, no one in our line broke that in terms of that Italian lineage. We qualify, and then also because our mother was born after 1948. So there's just an interesting little thing there, which the way she described it is it's sort of a golden ticket if you have this ability to get your citizenship, in terms of our children being able to have citizenship now and study in the EU or live in anywhere in the EU. It's not just Italy that this applies to. So it feels like a gift. I'm really excited that Luke found this. My understanding was that we could just go through the consulate, which we'd been trying and struggling, or move to Italy, which I was considering doing. But moving to Italy and applying there, although it's quicker to have that happen, I would need all of my adult children to actually be there in person. And they're not able to do that at this time.
And there's a lot of costs involved in moving there and trying to get everyone to do that. And so this is one fee for all of us, both our families, all of our kids, all in one.
So we're pumped about it. We're going to talk about kind of the process and get a review going so they can look over our documents. But it feels exciting that there's finally, okay, this looks like the path we're going to take. We've been deliberating for a year or two on it, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got all of our official documents scanned so that we can upload them to this company that's helping us, and we also have to fill out the family tree. I'm just referring to our ancestry family tree that I've been working on to get all the names of the great-great-grandparents and all of the ancestors that were born in Italy, and fill it out. What I really think is important about this process is the reason for me in getting citizenship. This has never been about, I want the rights as an Italian citizen. It's not about that. I was stunned to see how much disconnection there was in our family in terms of knowing these relatives. There was not a lot passed on in terms of recipes or information or stories. And so I was just hungry to know more about our family, and the thought that I could get citizenship in Italy and really connect to what it meant for me to be being half Italian set me on this journey. So Ancestry.com research, trying to find those missing pieces. And one thing led to another, but even in the process of gathering all these documents, you know, all the birth records, the marriage records, the death records, you find little bits of information along the way, and it helps to fill in the pieces of the story. And even finding that photo, I mean, these are things that help us feel a connection. All of a sudden I'm seeing like, oh, my Uncle David looks so much like our great-grandfather, and seeing the way that we're all connected through this process has been so beautiful. Instead of the route we were thinking, which is to having to actually move to Italy, which is quite an expense, and trying to figure out how we would do that. This feels really exciting because there's a path now that, yes, there's going to be a financial investment, but comparatively speaking, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, I'm super excited.